Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to the new episode of Football Unplanned podcast. And today we're gonna do another episode on World Cup, Club World Cup. That is like a test for the actual World Cup that is coming next year, but this one is coming just in a few days. So we did groups A, B, and C, and now, surprisingly,
Group D. Yeah, you know the alphabet, guys.
We are not educational channel, but
Well-
some things you can learn. But
We kinda are. Yeah.
So if you enjoy our videos, first of all, please subscribe and let us reach our first big milestone of 100 subscribers.
We are very close to that.
And hopefully by the start of the tournament we will actually hit that counter.
Who knows?
So, yeah,
Who knows?
guys, make it happen, and let's get on with the video.
So, as we said, let's talk about Group D, in which we have Chelsea, LAFC, Flamengo, and Esperança from Tunisia. And let's maybe start with Chelsea.
Of course, they are, let's say, the strongest club, so they are an easy place to start the video. And take it away because you're a Chelsea fan.
Exactly.
So go for it.
Chelsea have recently won the Conference League, and they are the first club ever to win every trophy, European one.
Those three big ones.
Exactly, but they are there not because of Conference League. They are there because they won in season 2021 the Champions League with Manchester City after 1-0 win with Kai Havertz has scored that goal, and the rest was just the history. But now they are a very good club. I have seen them live on the stadium because I went to Wrocław just to see my club,
of course,
playing for the cup. Only thing disappointing was the weather, but let's just not.
Well, the weather in Poland is always disappointing. Don't get me starting on that one.
And we were standing on the line to the gates on front of the stadium, and the raindrops were that big.
Raindrops keep falling on
my head. And they were falling like crazy. Like everyone was like all wet in split of seconds.
And not wet in a good way even, but at least Chelsea managed to turn it around because they were losing at halftime.
Isco scored a very nice goal, like from the corner of a penalty box to the longer post. He did what he does best, and I was kind of afraid that the fans and the ambitions will help them take the higher lead, maybe because the atmosphere there was what I have never experienced live on a stadium, like never. Maybe because I was mostly going to Polish League and our national team, which is mostly just like picnic guys sitting around, eating hot dogs and popcorn, drinking beer maybe. Spanish fans were crazy, and the atmosphere was great until it was 3-1. It was basically over.
That was at this point.
But until 1-1 and maybe 1-2, it was crazy. They were dancing, shouting, running all over, and half of the stadium was green, and that was crazy. And I was like, "Hey, Chelsea fans, what are you doing? Start some chants, but the good part was just postponed, and the match ended up in serious victory, 4-1. And Cole Palmer, that's the guy I was going into in my short introduction of the team. He was the man of the match. He got 2 assists. He was everywhere. He was passing. He saw everything. It turned out that this match was just 2 very different halves. In first half it was Real Betis all the time. Chelsea was controlling the ball, but the counter attacks with this like guy from like Manchester United.
Yeah, Anthony, like
Anthony,
the best footballer in the world.
exactly. But soon after he got sold from United.
Yeah, of course, like all of them.
Yeah,
To be honest, like he went from like most expensive fidget spinner in the world to actually like doing some epic stuff for Betis. Like he scored some amazing goals,
Yeah.
like far post shots, just like whoosh.
yeah,
It's
man.
crazy.
After first half, I was afraid that it is only like a matter of time when like Betis could score a second one, and it could be
Yeah,
very
I mean,
tough.
That's a very difficult situation to return from. But yeah, so Chelsea managed to end off a season with a trophy.
Yeah, it was a very crazy season. Like no one expected much. I mean, at the very beginning of the Conference League, we were pretty sure that we are going for the gold medal there because we didn't have
Because who else will?
who else. Yeah, only clubs that could approach us on some like matters will be like Fiorentina and Betis. To be honest, who else? Legia did.
Yeah,
Legia won on the
Yeah, but
In-
that's a
in London, and it was close to even Legia to go through. But it was just like one time you can lose in like every cup.
of course.
It was also like some like different atmosphere. Like there wasn't much like fans like shouting. It was kind of like silent match. Mostly like Legia fans were being heard because Legia is famous for their fans, not only in a good way but also in a bad way, of course.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble, and I don't want to be in big trouble.
Yeah, but that's a topic for definitely
different.
another video and
Totally different story.
let's stay on the topic of Club World Cup and Chelsea. So, what are your expectations there? And well, now finally we see the rosters, and we see that a few new signings are actually on the list to go to US. So, what do you expect from Chelsea in this group and, well, in the entire competition, let's say?
Well, Chelsea in Club World Cup is unfortunately famous to losing the final couple years ago to River Plate, and now it's their chance to have a bit of a redemption. But the other clubs are better sometimes. Let's be honest, we still have like PSG somewhere. We still have Manchester City, but Chelsea got a very nice group. They should be fine. I mean, only Flamengo could be the club that could do some like havoc.
Yeah, because like every South American team, I guess.
Yeah, and the thing is that the South American fans are mostly looking into this like Club World Cup. Like the hype is there, not in the Europe.
Yeah, because and I've read it from multiple sources. Let's say that a lot of European clubs are kind of taking this as like a pre-season tournament or something like that. And to be honest, I can't blame them. I mean, literally a few weeks ago, it was over, and like just recently, like all the like playoff matches finished in like Germany and England, and like it's still going on in Spain actually. Like they're playing as we are speaking, but
yeah, also playoffs too.
yeah, all of these things, and I think that the fatigue is real. So we see the roster and we see that it's good, but really in all honesty, like only thing that I think can make European clubs take this serious is like the huge money that is like being put into this competition, like trying to make it relevant.
Yeah, money is there, but you know what isn't there? Like full stadiums. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and will to play actually, because like at this point, like many of these players played like close to 60 games. If you count the like national
European
teams
Cups,
and all
nationals.
this, is like some went way higher than that.
Yeah.
So come on, like really, where is the strength for this? And I guess also like when you see this, and also yeah, like we saw a comment when we were doing like group A, who cares about FIFA, like group World Cup. Yeah, I mean, like I kind of understand that vibe. Also, what is like difficult for like European viewers, like in our time zone, is like the times of the matches. Like
Late at
hell
night.
no, I'm gonna like stay up until like 3 a.m. to watch Oakland against, I don't know, like
Inter Miami.
yeah, or some like stuff like that. Like no.
Yeah, like the opening match, at least here in Warsaw, will be like around 2 a.m. at
Yeah.
night.
Like,
I'm not
no,
going
I'm
to.
I'm freaking sleeping, man.
Of
Like
course.
like in the words from this like famous like series, like I'm too old for this shit.
I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, exactly. I can stay late when it will be national teams World Cup next year. But
I mean, the way how you
clubs-
came into the competition, like you won't have any need to stay up to watch.
yeah, but there will be teams that I'm constantly supporting, like Australia, and some new ones like Uzbekistan, Jordania.
Yeah. Like why the hell not? I mean, yeah, it's a different vibe.
Yeah, but just to sum it up, Chelsea is taking first place, and later, who knows, we will see.
Let's move on to Flamengo, the Brazilian team who got to this World Cup by winning Copa Libertadores in 2022. And yeah, like they followed a similar story as the rest of like South American teams. They are filled with like literal teenagers, some very experienced footballers that had like big roles even in European clubs. Well, the biggest three, let's say, stars of their team, well, they are all well in their 30s, but Danilo, you know him best probably from Juventus, same
Yeah.
as Alexandro. So this is like right and the left side of the defense secured. And Jorginho, who just left Arsenal literally 10 days ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, like they are the biggest stars, but there are also a lot of very interesting players. For example, a lot of experienced players that you may know. So Alan, he is now, well, almost in his 30s, but like some Liverpool fans might remember him as like someone who never quite made it like into the first team.
And
He
to the
was
expectations.
sent out. Yeah, because they bought him when he was 17, 18, and he was on like million loans, but never managed to break into the first team. Similar thing as Manchester United fans might remember Varela.
Yeah,
He
I even
made
remember that
few
guy.
like appearances here and there, but he never managed to like nail on the spot in the United team.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, but they will be really an interesting watch. Like
Yeah.
they have experience, they have youth, and they have the Brazilian flair. Like we'll maybe see some like beautiful samba on the pitch.
I hope, and it's also worth to mention that they are on the lead in Brazilian league, so they are on the run.
Yeah, they are in very good form. So we might expect some good things to come from them, and like we can 100% be sure that a lot of like European scouts will be just like looking at those teenagers and
Oh yeah, at these young ones, and who knows, maybe in the summer we will welcome them somewhere in
yeah,
Europe.
like maybe one of the top 5 leagues. Like you never know. Like
Yeah,
we very well know from the past how impulsive buying works after these like World Cups, Euros. And all of this. So yeah, like we might just see someone breaking the bank for someone who had like a breakout tournament.
Who knows, we will see. So now let's have a small talk about LAFC, Los Angeles FC, the club that went there and who wasn't supposed to be there, because Well, the elephant in the room is FC Leon, who got kicked out because of the ownership rule.
Yeah, because they have same owners as Pachuca does, and well, yeah, they tried somehow to release that part of the club, like of the ownership, but they couldn't do it in time. So it resulted in like a playoff match, like a qualifying match for this like final spot.
Yeah, FIFA told us that okay, you and the Club America from Mexico,
Yeah.
you guys will be playing, and who wins goes to the Group D. And it turned out that LA won that match in extra time because the main guy Buanga from Gabon
Yeah.
scored the second goal, and it turned out like the final score was 2-1 for LAFC, and it's their big chance to save just a bit this season, because they are in the middle of the whole MLS, and in Western Conference they are right now on 5th place, so not doing well, but they should have secured place in the playoffs of the MLS. You know the system there.
The way like the MLS works, it doesn't even matter, like really, like as
At
long
this
as you're in the
point.
playoffs, you're good. Like-
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
we saw teams get eliminated from the first place, like Inter Miami did, and we saw some teams like doing some crazy runs from like
Mostly Seattle.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and the main guys besides Buanga are
yeah, he's probably their best player. Like
right now, yeah. But they also
not of
have
all time, because of all time that would probably be Villa, but yeah, I mean they had better players, bigger names, but like they were way too old. Like Giroud is now. Like
Yeah.
he's not contributing much, in all honesty.
I mean, yeah, Olivier Giroud had his prime time during like Euro 2016, maybe World Cup, 2 years later, and
And as a
After
goalkeeper last season for Milan.
yeah,
Like that was crazy.
he saved the penalty even.
No, but it was like he had a save, like he had a clearance.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that
and
was crazy.
everyone was like congratulating.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
even like in FIFA they gave him a goalkeeper card because
I
of that, like
remember.
team of the week as like a goalkeeper.
I-
Because why the hell not?
Yeah,
But
he
yeah.
was a very good goalkeeper. Turned out that
Yeah,
He
he did
was.
what needed to be done.
yeah.
But yeah, they have actually a good goalkeeper.
Hugo Lloris, everyone knows that guy
And
also.
World Cup winner and everything. But yeah, he's also like way past his prime.
Yeah, like whole MLS is like old people's place right now.
And not even like in a good vital way like it was 15 years ago with Drogba,
Henry,
yeah,
Villa,
but now
Puyol.
now we can only see that in like Inter Miami, because like Messi and Suarez and like they're still ripping apart like the league.
Yeah, and
Well, this season not so much from what the league table says, but
I'm not
it's
so
still
sure
cool.
if they are even also willing to play in that World Cup. Like Inter Miami, like just by looking at their faces when Gianni Infantino was saying, "And here's your golden ticket to Club World
They're
Cup," and they were like just like looking at each other. Messi, of course, like was somewhere else, in his mind, like
always.
just like always, but most of the players were like, "In where? What is that?"
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Yeah, MLS has, besides Inter Miami, has LAFC. Not the best company, but they won their place there, and their main goal will be to not be the last in this
They
group.
probably won't be, and I guess they will put up a fight against Flamengo.
They should
and-
try.
Yeah,
Because-
but I guess like everything other than that is like a bonus, and because they're in the middle of their season, I think they would be like more focused on that actually than on like doing something in this like competition, like because no matter how good of a run you have, it still is gonna be almost impossible to win from anyone outside of Europe, let's say.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
Yeah.
And the last club in Group D is Esperança from Tunisia.
Yeah, and it's the most famous Tunisian club. They have more than 30 titles. They are the reigning champions of Tunisia, and they are 4 times winners of African Champions League. Last time in 2019.
Yeah, and they got to the Club World Cup because they were the best ranked eligible club.
Yeah.
One of 2.
Yeah, and they will have to prove that they deserve the place here. I mean, they are one of the most, let's say, sustainable clubs in Africa. They have a decent budget even for some like European leagues, around like estimated around like 15 million euros.
Yeah.
They have great support like in Tunisia and also like wherever Tunisian diaspora is, because they're like the biggest
Everywhere.
of the biggest clubs there, yeah. But regarding their squad quality, they mainly have like guys from Tunisia. Some of them are national players. Some of them are like from Tunisian, let's say, diaspora, but they have like passports from like Sweden. They have a guy also with a Belgian passport there. And they have like 2 Brazilians and 2 Algerians, and that's about it. Like,
Yeah, like some of their players are basically from the countries that were colonizing this part of like Africa.
Unfortunately. But
History.
Yeah, I mean, the dark part of the history. But yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, to be honest, like I'm not familiar with most of their players because rarely few of them had like some stints in Europe, and well, none of them had them in some like big clubs, so I would be like more familiar with them. But I can go off like with the same vibe as Tunisian national football team is. They're always gonna run for 90 minutes. They're gonna be like hard to defeat, and they're gonna like fight until the end, trying to get something out of the match.
Yeah. And
yeah.
and what's also maybe I think important to say is that their main attacking field is the midfield. Like 2 best scorers are midfielders,
Yeah,
not the strikers. I mean, this happens for like a lot of teams.
I mean,
But
Spain
it's-
won Euros without the strikers.
Without the strikers, and they won a World Cup also without
Yeah.
any single striker out there. Yeah, so they kinda are also standing mostly in the middle.
Yeah,
And-
seeing what happens. I mean, but it will be also interesting to see when it comes to the fans of Esperança, because they are well known to be, well, let's say, politically and socially very active. For example, like last year when they played in the Champions League, they put on like a big tifo with support for Palestinians. And well, we know how situation is, and
Especially in
like
States.
yeah, and now we're gonna see how this will like come. Like there maybe there will be some ice raids on the the Club World Cup. I don't know. Like
I mean, they have a lot of troubles in LA right now with all the
everywhere
rumors.
like now. So yeah, I mean, I think that will depend on how much ketamine like Elon Musk has like the day prior.
I think he at this moment just like doesn't care since he got kicked out
he
of
divorced with from
during the
Donald
Pride
Trump.
month. Like
Yeah,
man,
that's like the gayest thing that's happening. It is like Pride Month is like Trump divorcing Elon Musk.
Yeah,
but yeah,
and Taylor Swift has like 5 songs about it right now. So.
in the making probably.
in the making. So yeah, basically we can agree that they will be playing for the 3rd place with LA, with more chances to be the 4th.
Yeah, I mean, let's keep it realistic. Like when we say they have like a budget of 15 million, it's like
in comparison of Chelsea,
yeah, that's like one player from Chelsea, man. Like,
and the player is like 12 years old.
I mean, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like
It is
12 years old is even maybe old for Chelsea. They're picking their players like Leonardo DiCaprio is picking girlfriends, man. Like
Man.
everyone is like under 22, 23. Like I don't know, like Tom Bowley being like, don't turn 25.
Yeah. So guys, that will be it for our introduction of Group D of Club World Cup. Let us know what do you think about all of these four teams. Maybe you see it in a different way, but until then, see you in the next group introduction.
Yeah. So we're gonna follow up with Group E. So keep an eye on our new videos. Keep an eye on the Club World Cup that's, well, just about to start. And see you guys later.